this opening shot here is the two old nails that I found, metal detecting, and this led me to dig a little bit underneath here because it was a really good spot. Uh, I first dug right here, but there's a lot of material right here that I want to dig up. So let's go check out that first pan. So this is my first video, pretty much, putting this out. I'm not going to really do a lot of shots of me panning, but this one I had set up just to see and what it looked like and everything. So I'm just going to wash it off right here, but then I'll fast forward and get to what I find in the pan. It's my favorite part of going out though, looking for gold. I mean, besides finding gold, is just, you know, quiet and just listening to the river. And it's funny, a lot of times animals will come up to you and stuff like that that they don't even realize you're there if you're quiet enough. I know when I watch other people's videos, I like to see as best I can, you know, if they can shoot it, what they find and stuff. I like the end of the day thing when you get to see everything for the day's take and all that, but I also like to see what they find as they're working a hole. Um, I know Gary from Two Toes does pretty good about that. He shows what each time he digs some stuff up, some material up, and as he works his way down the hole, he shows you what he gets each time. So, so this was my first pan, and right away, lots of black sands and stuff like that. And I think there was one or two pieces of lead shot in here, but that guy right there popped out right away. So I knew I was on a pretty good little spot. Now, all of this is just shot with my phone, so sorry if I'm fumbling around a little bit. Um, I had no intentions of really shooting that day. It just sort of, I don't know, I popped into my head and I was like, we'll see what it looks like or whatever. And I've been toying around with the idea of setting up a channel or whatever, just so I can share what I find. And I know it's becomes pretty popular lately. A lot of people are starting up channels and stuff. And there's not very many out here in Oregon, so I thought I'd add to the couple guys that are out there doing stuff. I figured that wasn't too bad for the first pan. Now I was curious to see what's down in there. So I dug out a lot more material. This is right behind where I had originally found stuff, so I still got all this other area that I need to dig up. So this was what was in the next pan. Piece of lead, two flakes, a little small one and a medium one. But it's funny, like I was saying, all the little animals and stuff start coming out. It's funny how the fish, man, they just started swarming once I was stirring up a little bit of dirt from stepping in the water and stuff like that. I mean, they just come. So here I'm gonna dig up the next one. And I'll show you there's a lot of roots, and the dirt was, as I got down a little farther, it was really, really dark. Sort of, it's hard to tell on here the quality. I thought it looked super good on my phone, but I guess once I transition it over to video form, it loses its HD quality and stuff. On the phone, it looks great, but I'll get used to that, which format to change everything to later so I can keep the high quality resolution. And I've got a camera. I'll probably shoot other stuff, future stuff on my camera. So my phone is only shoots in one direction, the regular. So when I go to landscape, it won't rotate the screen. It's been like that for years. So I have to format the stuff and rotate it, and then I think when I'm doing all that, I'm losing quality. So, but I'll fix that in the future. I've got a nice Nikon camera, and I'll start using that for videos. Yeah, there were no plants here, so these roots here were from a long time ago. And then this section here, I couldn't pull it out, so I pushed it out of the way. And I'm going to actually return to this spot because where I'm working right now is directly below a big giant boulder, and it had moss covered on it, so it's been sitting there for a long time. It hasn't been touched, I don't think, at all. And where the area where I'm digging, you can see bedrock on the left and on the right side. So it was like just this perfect little V. So I figured this stuff that I end up getting just rolled right over or under that boulder and just fell right in this little pocket right here. And this is what I found digging a little bit farther in that section. It was a nice little picker right there in the middle. And then there are two pieces that are actually big chunks of pyrite with small amounts of gold attached to them. So I thought that was pretty neat. And of all the times I've been panning, I mean, I find sulfides and stuff all the time, but it's pretty neat to get a little chunk of pyrite with very small traces of visible gold attached to it. But I like those other two little pickers that were in this one. It was super nice. I believe this was the biggest one of the day. Pretty nice little piece. Here's the other piece of pyrite. And there's the other little picker. I'm happy when I find one, so two in one pan. That made my day right there. And like all of us that are into panning and prospecting and stuff. Oh, that's a little piece of nail, old piece of iron that was down in there with it, with those guys. But like all of us, once you see a couple things, you're just motivated more to dig. So this next spot, this next pan, I dug all the way down, and you can see right there, that's pretty much the bottom of that little V of bedrock. So I got down to the bottom, and I'm gonna go see what's in this pan now. See, there's that boulder with all the raw moss on there, but I still got a lot of material under there to work. So after digging down farther, I found two pieces lead, three pieces, something like that, and then that one flake right there. And of course the fish are back. Alright, so now you can see the on the right side of the screen. The left side right there is where I started. I worked some of that material, but now I'm on the right side of the bedrock. And I've cleaned it out pretty good here. I was getting a signal with my metal detector. So I've cleaned out all this, put that in the pan, and we're going to check that. You can already see some of those guys popping out at the top. So I was pretty happy here. Another big flake. Not a ton of black sand, but I'll take low amounts of black sand and bigger pieces of gold any day. And then you see a piece of lead in there too. This one was a lot thinner, and as you can see right there, it's almost like folded over. Whereas that first bigger picker that I found was it was a little fatter and more chunky. So here I'm checking the area. I got a target, and I use the gold bug too. So out of that material, I just got a couple little pieces. So I'm gonna go back and I try to do a really good job of cleaning the bedrock as best I can. Now I'm gonna go back in that spot and finish cleaning out this little area because on the right side you can see it's sort of the bedrock starts to raise back up again. So I just want to make sure that I get all of this area directly behind that big boulder. I want to get it all cleaned out real good. And I'm still getting this one target, so I'll end up scraping that out area out real good and get that out of there. Well, while I'm cleaning this section out, I just wanted to take a second and, you know, thanks for watching. And I really want to get a lot more videos out there and stuff. I try to go out once a month, but lately I might try to get out there maybe twice a month or 3 times, something like that. And I'd really like to get some more videos out to people. Because I know I enjoy watching them, so I figure I'll just add mine into the mix. And all that work right there, just that one little piece right there and that chunk of lead. I think that's what was sounding off the detector, was that little BB. Now, I'll go over everything, take for the day. But if you enjoyed the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And please like, share, subscribe, you know, the whole deal, people say. 'Cause I'm really interested, too, to see how this will do, how the channel will do. I used to do video editing stuff a long time ago and everything, and I've made a couple things professionally, so I'm just curious. I know this is pretty rough on my phone, but like I said, I got a better camera and I'll start making some much better quality. So I was happy with the day's take. Got some lead out of the river. That's always nice. Because the area that I was working in, depending on how much rain we get, the water usually doesn't get up there, but it gets pretty close. But if we do have a lot of rain, the water will go right where I was. I think all in all, I was out there about 3 hours. And there's the bigger piece. Right there, that one shot right there. To me, it looks like a Sasquatch looking over his shoulder in that famous walking scene. Figure that's not a bad take though for the day. About, like I said, like 3.5 hours or so I was out there. Try to get a little close up. And then right there, actually, in the middle, you'll notice a little shiny or metal looking piece. At the end here, when I get it all cleaned up at home, I'll show you. I'm pretty sure I found 3 pieces of platinum, because platinum is known to be in the rivers locally. Here's everything all cleaned up. Now it's funny that I was saying that little Sasquatch nugget on the right there. There's actually 2 nuggets there, but with that smaller nugget under him, it really looks like the Sasquatch walking. But I'll separate it in a second here. And there's those chunks of pyrite with some small pieces of visible gold. There's all my smaller stuff. A couple pieces of black sand in there. And there's the platinum, I'm telling you. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Still not bad for a day. Couple hours. Again, I appreciate your watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll try to have another video out soon. Take care.